What's up, TCG fam? It's your girl, Tiffany, and I am back, you guys, with another Coffee Corner with T. I'm Tiffany. Today we are going to have some Monday motivation. I don't really have a topic. We're just going to kind of shoot the breeze today. I've been so busy lately. As you all know, it's Coffee Corner with Tea, but I'm having my breakfast. We are on a 60-day juicing, so I am going to have my juice. Babe, can you grab me some chai seeds, please? Thank you. So anyways, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to come on in. Thanks. I'm putting a little bit of chai seeds, organic chai seeds, into my breakfast. About a little teaspoon. I don't like to put them in the day before as I pre-make all my juice. I do all my juicing the day before, but I like to wait on the chai seeds because if you don't, they're kind of like soggy, if you know what I mean. So anyways, how is everyone doing this morning? I hope you guys are doing great. I will get to the chat in just a minute, guys. There we go. Perfect. Yummy. So, today, as I said, is Monday motivation. If you guys are coming in and you realize that you do not have a moderator, that is because I took everybody out of my moderator. I had to reevaluate a couple people being a moderator, and I have to start from scratch and give people a few mods. Because the only people I kept as a mod is my family members, like Big Belly Boo Boo, G-Force Journey. Actually, I think I took Layla out, but I'll put her back in. So good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. If you are here, please give this video a thumbs up for me. Share it out to all of your friends, because guys, I don't know who needs to hear this Monday motivation, but I am here to tell you. I am here to tell you this morning that whatever is worrying you right now at this minute, forget it. Forget about it. Take a deep breath and stay positive. I want you to know that things will get better, okay? They will get better. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I will get to the chat in just a second here. I am trying to get on in to this chat. Just a second, guys. All right, let's see who is in here. Olivia Susvilla. Good morning, Olivia. Good morning. Endai, RSB channel, good morning. William the Unknown, shout out. This is so great. Olivia says, Endai, Yahoo. MLW Fishing Man is here. Shout out to you. Good morning. Hello, TCG fam. Shella Ligu, thumbs up. Only here, sister. TCG fam. Good morning. Good morning to you. Olivia says, MLW Fishing Man. Good morning. Sheila says, I still need to support my members' premieres. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Sheila says, William Unknown, shout out. Big Drippy is in the house. Good morning, Big Drippy. Dimple Sakura vlog. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good evening to you guys. Drippy says, amen. Olivia says, at Dimple Sakura vlog. Hello. G-Force is in the house. Says, hey, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, this is another day. We've all woken up. We have all took another breath of fresh air. So today is a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. I have been super, super busy. Those of you that do not know, I run a business out of my home. My youngest daughter does beauty pageants. So I make custom beauty pageant clothing, and I make hair bows, I make diaper cakes, I do all of the above. I do pageant rentals, I sell pageant clothing, you name it. So I've been super, super busy because it is pageant season. As you all know, the weather is breaking. Things are in full force. So we've also been spring cleaning our house and rearranging furniture in almost every room. We're trying to get to every room. We are trying to put things away. Another thing is that we cannot use our basement for storage because it floods. So we are trying to put things away that are in another room or whatever you want to call it, that would generally be in boxes. So yeah. Guys, the new people who are here that may not know, this is Coffee Corner with Tea. Normally we have a topic, we all talk about it, we get everybody's input, we want to see what everyone thinks. However, me and my husband are on a 60-day juice fast. So I am drinking my juice instead of coffee. And we don't have a topic today, but this is just going to be some Monday motivation for those of you that need it. I know sometimes on Mondays when I get up and I'm just like, oh, is today Monday? And you just kind of are draggy. You're just kind of like, okay, it's the beginning of a new week. You're kind of like feeling maybe your shoulders are a little heavy, a little overwhelmed from the week before. So yes, you know, in life, there are sometimes things that happen that are bad in our lives, but those things, they put us directly on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us in our life. So sometimes you have to think about it. Although you may be going through something and it's a terrible situation, it's okay. It's not going to last forever. There will be sunshine coming out after that. Because sometimes you need those bad things to happen in order to put you on to the path leading to the best things in your life that will ever happen to you. So just think about that. Not everything that happens to you is going to be bad and stay that way forever. So you just have to know that if something is bad or something is, you know, not working out for you, it's not going to last forever. It will eventually, let up, and some things will be much better. I am trying to see something here. So this morning, if you have anything that is weighing on your mind, or anything you would like to just talk about, maybe you're going through something, maybe you need to talk, just to look, everyone on here doesn't know you. Nobody knows you. So this is a judge-free zone. Anytime you want to talk about something, you can talk about it. Nobody here is going to judge you. Nobody here is going to say anything rude, or, nobody here is going to say anything that's disrespectful, because I will boot their butt out of the chat. We don't do that here. Some of you may have seen that I made a post on our community tab. And I was asking a question because it had happened to me. Now, I'm not going to mention the YouTube creator's name because that's probably what they want, so that they can get some exposure, because they really don't have much exposure at all. And 9 times out of 10, they usually have nobody in their live streams. And, they usually have nobody in their chats, hardly anybody ever in their comments. But I'm not going to be the one to give them that boost by recognizing them for their ignorance. However, I did want to ask our fam, did you think that that was a rude comment, or would you take it as me commenting something on their community tab just to try to leave a comment and be supportive of their channel? So 100% of you agreed with me. 100% of you said that it was a supportive comment. I agree. It was a supportive comment. It was not meant to be judgmental. It was not meant to be rude. It was not meant to be, anything but exactly what I said. Now, for those of you who don't know what happened, somebody left a post on their community tab, and it said, hey, we're going to be live on such and such platform. Catch us there tonight. You know what? Let me read it exactly, because I don't want to just make stuff up. So let me read exactly what it said, because I don't like to make things up. Okay, I might skip a little bit because it'll tell what channel it is. But it says, tomorrow night, stay tuned in on such and such live. If you don't have such and such app, download it. Come and check blank, blank, blank's profile and see y'all there. Now, my comment was, hey y'all, I don't do blank, but good luck. Now, would you find that comment supportive, or would you find that comment as rude or ignorant, or I don't even know how else I would take it, because it's simply not. Basically, I was saying to that person, hey, I don't do that platform, but good luck, have a great stream. And then this person commented back to my comment, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but look here. We didn't ask for you to make no page. We just setting it out because blank, blank So quit being disrespectful. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? How was that disrespectful? Number one. And number two, you actually did ask people to download that platform to come and see your live. Yeah, you did. Clearly in your post, it said, if you don't have Blank app, download it. Come and check the blank. See y'all there. So you were asking people to download that app, and I simply said, I don't do Blank app, so good luck with your live stream. Furthermore, because I want to go further, I commented back, I wasn't being disrespectful at all. Are you serious? Like, I was dumbfounded. I couldn't understand how they got disrespectful from that. And I simply said, I don't have Blank to watch, and good luck with your stream. Wow. I was dumbfounded. Like, how is that taken disrespectfully? So then there was a comment back to my comment that said, you could have kept that comment to yourself. It's not about Blank, it's about support. It's not about the app, it's about support. Yeah, I don't know about that. In no way, shape, or form was my comment rude, disrespectful, and it was being supportive to your channel. Here on YouTube, leaving you a comment on your post, that was being supportive. So I said, okay, I'm out. Deuces. And that person wrote back, okay, thank you, with a thumbs up. And I said, no worries. Unsubscribed. I unsubscribed you. Have a great day. Because I don't do drama. Keep the drama for your mama. I don't do it. And I'm not talking specifically to that person. I'm talking about anybody. Keep the drama for your mama, because I don't do drama. Anyways, and the person commented back, we did too. God bless you. And then I commented back, but it looks like they deleted it. But I will tell you what I said. And I did say something to the effect of, well, that's good, because after you were rude and ignorant, I have nothing to say. But they deleted that off of their wall, but they kept everything else. So anyways, just to let you know, I don't do drama. If somebody has something going on or whatever in their life, that's fine. I understand it. Everybody's got things going on in their life, but that is no excuse to treat somebody like shit. That's no excuse to take somebody's helpful, supporting comment and turn it into something disgusting and rude and ignorant when it's not. So, all right, let's get to the chat here. Let's see who's coming in. Kelly King 916, welcome. Good morning. Nanette, hello. Good morning. Marmar Vlogs, hello. Good morning. Olivia saying, sis Nanette, good evening. Marmar says hello. Mega love, shout out TCG fam. Thank you so much for coming. Marmar says Arika Marisol. Marmar says sis Nanette, Gandang Gabi Po. Alexis is in the house. Good morning, Alexis. So yeah, good vibes over here. Good vibes, positive vibes. This is your Monday motivation. And like I said, if you have something that you want to speak on or talk about, by all means, you can talk to me anytime. I'm a listening ear. I'm always giving people advice Whether or not they take the advice, that's up to you, completely up to you. However, I will say this, that, sometimes people would like somebody to talk to, and you can always private message me if you need to talk to somebody, because I am, always ready to listen. I am always here to lend a helping hand if I can. Not only are you guys just family here on YouTube, but, we have helped many, many families out, different things, and I don't like to toot our own horn. I don't like to do that. But I'm just saying, it may not always be money. So don't be like, oh, they help people, I need some cash. Hey, guess what? So do I. But, food, money, clothing. We've done a lot of things for the community. We do a lot of things for people we know. If there's anything we could ever do to help anyone out and we're able to do it, we absolutely will. If you need some advice, if you need, maybe just someone to listen and not say anything, that's fine. Judgment-free zone. Say what you got to say. I'll listen. I don't have to say anything back. I don't have to comment back to you. But everyone here, it's a judgment-free zone. So definitely, think about that if you need any help or anything to talk about. Now listen, in life, you cannot control everything. And this situation made me realize this, because this happened yesterday, and this made me realize that sometimes you just need to relax. Have faith that things will work out, and they will work out. Because sometimes God will test you. He will put obstacles in your way. My family is a prime example of that. The last 2-3 years, we have been tested with our faith over and over and over. So many bad things have happened to us. We lost our home. We lost our 2 dogs that were a part of our family. One dog was 13. The other dog was 8 years old. We had to get rid of them. Still to this day, it makes us all very, very sad because we don't have our 2 dogs that we had. But some things happen that are out of our control, that we cannot control. And sometimes we just have to think about it and say, we just have to have faith that things are going to be okay. And we're here today to say that, from that situation till today, things are okay. We survived. We got through it. It was difficult, but, we got through it. It happened. And, it may not be perfect, the situation that we're in right now, but it's ours. It's our situation. It's us. It's us, in this life, doing what we're doing, seeing all the things that we're seeing, being able to experience the things that we're experiencing. Life is difficult. Life is not easy. Nobody said that life would be easy. Nobody said that life would be easy. But, I also have learned this. In life, you're going to go through a lot of things. And take this as wisdom beyond your years. I don't know your age. I'm not saying if you're too young, too old, but this is wisdom from things that I have learned in life. In life, some things things are going to try to knock you down. It's all about how you react. Your reaction is almost 100% of what happens in your life. Now, for instance, we lost our home. We could have given up. We could have been like, oh, this is too much. God, what are you doing to us? You know, we have 2 kids. We have 2 dogs. You know, we could have just been disgusted and just given up. We could have just given up. But instead of giving up and ending up on the street and, you know, getting sunken in even more to what could have been a really, really bad situation. My husband worked more hours than he's ever worked. And he just kept working and working and working. And we stayed in a hotel, which was super expensive and way unaffordable for us. $600 a week, guys. That's what we paid. $600 a week. That was just to have a place to sleep, shower, go to the bathroom, basic essentials. Okay? And then we had to have money for food, which we kept a little bit of food in the little refrigerators. But you guys know at a hotel, you can't keep a bunch of stuff in a little fridge. We had to basically eat out every day. Breakfast, they had a continental breakfast, so the kids could get like cereal, bagels, toast, you know, some fruit, things like that, of that nature. But for the most part, we would get them Wendy's because it was like right there. So, you know, they would get Wendy's for breakfast, and for dinner, we had to decide. Like sometimes I would bring in our flat iron skillet, and I would try to, you know, buy something at the store and cook it for them on there. But you had to be very careful because in a hotel, they have in every room the alarms for the smoke detectors. And they're very sensitive. The lady at the desk told me, she said they're very sensitive. So if you set off that alarm, like the fire department will come and they will give you a fine. And it is a big fine. So I was so scared to try to cook for my family because I didn't want to set off this alarm. I think we cooked maybe once or twice, and we kept our window open in the dead winter. It was cold outside, but we kept the window open because we didn't want to set off this alarm. So I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, I didn't want to set off the alarm. And I was just like, I have to try to make the kids some food that's not expensive. But we paid $600 a week eating out fast food for basically 2 meals a day. Sometimes for the kids, breakfast and dinner because, you know, when they're not in school on the weekend. But during the week, me and Chris had to eat. So, you know, for us, it would be breakfast, lunch, dinner. And or sometimes we would just wait and eat just dinner, 1 meal a day, you know, to kind of cut costs. But it was very expensive. And like I said, we could have just given up. We could have given up hope. We could have just sunk into this deep hole, but we didn't. Big Belly Boo Boo worked hard. He worked every day. He worked lots of hours just to keep us in that hotel. And by the time we paid for the hotel, we had a storage unit as well for all of our stuff, because when we moved out of that house, we had to put everything into storage. So, you know, the storage was $300 a month. So $300 a month plus $600 a week. Where do you save money to be able to rent another place? You know, where do you find the money to rent another place? You can't, because every dollar you have is going towards living in the now. And we said, you know what? You just cannot control everything everything in life. Sometimes you just need to relax, have faith, and things will work out. And that's what happened. We just prayed on it, and that was it. Let's see who's joining us in the chat. I see a couple people coming in. Lisa Luck, good morning. Good morning, sweetheart. Lisa saying good morning to G-Force. G-Force is saying good morning to Lisa. Jonah Lynn Daming, good morning. Good evening, host. Nanette is saying thanks, Doc. Marmar is saying right. So, we didn't give up. We kept going. And a friend of mine that actually lives next door to us right now, she said, hey, she texted me one morning and she said, listen, there's a house next door to me. I don't know if they're going to rent it out because I think they wanted to sell it, but it's empty. I can get you the number if you want, and you can check and you can see, are they renting it out? Are they, going to sell it? I don't know. You can call them, you can ask them, text them, whatever. And I said, okay, doesn't hurt to text or find out, right? So that's what I did. And I text, the lady, and I said, hey, are you guys renting out this house on such and such a street, or are you selling it? And she said, I think we're going to go ahead and rent it out. And I said, okay, well, how much is it a month? And she said, $825. And I went, oh my gosh, that's kind of high, $825. Oh, we were only paying at our old house, okay. We were only paying $695. So that's more steep than what we were paying. And I thought, okay, well, let me check the house out, see if it's worth it. Let me, see pictures or go to see it or something. So that's what we did. We scheduled an appointment to come and see it. And we came, we did a walkthrough, and everything looked, generally like it was in good condition and that it was a nice place. It wasn't dirty. It wasn't filthy. We were desperate. We needed a place. So we said, okay, let's think about this. Would we want to keep paying $600 a week at a hotel, or even if we don't stay here long, $825 a month for the whole month? And we said, okay, well, it probably would be in our best interest to at least just take the house no matter what. For now, as long as it's decent and everything works and whatever, because we're not going to move in somewhere where, things don't work or they're broke. So, as there's a fireplace here where we live, and, I love fireplaces. And I said, oh, there's a fireplace. Does it work? And she says, yeah, it works. I said, okay. Now, in the garage, there was a bunch of stuff that the people who had lived here before us had left behind. And I said, what about all this stuff, here in the garage? And she says, oh, the people who lived here before, they left it. You're welcome to use it if you want, but if you don't want it, I can go ahead and get it out of here. That's not a problem. And I said, oh, okay. So when we came into the house, there was a dresser that was left upstairs, and there was a little red cabinet or whatever that was left here in our, what's now going to be our studio. And I said, what about this? And she goes, you're welcome to use it. If not, I'll get it out of here. And I said, okay. So, we're like, okay, everything, seems decent. And, I said, what about the basement? Does it leak? Because it had a humidifier down there. And I said, usually people that put humidifiers in the basement means what, guys? That they get water. So I said, does the basement get water? And she says, oh, no. The basement doesn't flood. No. Okay. So we walk around and we're like, okay, ultimately things are okay. There's cracks in the walls. They're not bad, but where it had been painted. So I was like, yeah, it doesn't look the prettiest, but we'll take it. So we didn't have the money to move in. We did not have the money to move in. And so we were able to borrow the money to move in. It was going to be the first month's rent, the security deposit in half of the month of November because that's when we moved in. So altogether, it was $2,000 to move in when it was all said and done. $2,000. So we borrowed the money, we got the $2,000, we paid her, and we moved in. We were able to eliminate the $600 a week at the hotel, and we were able to eliminate the $300 storage. So we moved in November on the 15th, as most of you may or may not know. And we've been here ever since. We did sign a year's lease. However, let me get to the next part. Let me see who's here real quick. Coming in. Jonalyn Daming, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Good evening. Me, Jay-Z, hello, hello. Alphea's World, good morning, everyone. Everyone coming in, please give this video a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section after this live stream. I would appreciate it. Today is Monday Motivation, and we are trying to motivate everybody. I am telling a little story about a personal experience because I want to be able to motivate you guys through our life experience, if that makes sense. And those of you that know us, this is Coffee Corner with Tea. I'm Tiffany. I'm having my juice because we are on a 60-day juice fast. So no coffee today. Now, let's get to the other part of the story. We move in. We're here about a week. It's raining. We hear water splashing as if we have a swimming pool in the house. We're looking around. Where's that sound coming from? We go downstairs in the basement. Guys, the basement has water. We are freaking out. All of our stuff is down there. We're like, oh my gosh. This was the first time. So we're trying to hurry up and grab some of our stuff and salvage what's down there. Not, so nothing doesn't get damaged. Mind you, we just moved in a week ago. So we don't have any renter's insurance. We don't have anything to save all of our property. But mind you, when we moved in, we asked the landlord, who is a realtor, by the way, if the basement floods, and she said, no. Because I had asked why the humidifier was down there, and she said it was just down there because the people who lived there before had it down there. So anyways, it's not flooded completely, but we do have water. So to give you an understanding of how much water was down there, it was very little water, very little, maybe like, I'll say 2 inches. Not very big, but still, we're like, oh my gosh, it's just raining outside and we have water. Can you imagine what's going to happen if it is more than a sprinkle like it's doing right now outside? Oh, I felt the headache just come on. And I thought, oh my gosh, we left the hotel for this. I don't want to be cleaning up basements every day. I don't want to be doing this. However, I have to tell you this. It was not just water from outside. It was coming from 5 different ways in the basement, coming through the bottom of the walls. But it was also backing up sewage, guys. Sewage. We're talking shit in the basement. Poop. Not just water. So now we're cleaning up poop. I was like, oh no, our Christmas tree, everything was down there. So what we did was we moved everything to an area that had no water. And Jay-Z says it's flooded. Yes, it was not flooded, but there was water. Marmar says, wow, says, sue them. Lisa Lott says, that's crazy how landlords are. Me Jay-Z says, get your money back. Oh my God. So here's the thing. We move all our stuff in an area where it's not going to get soaked. And Big Belly Boo Boo, of course, after working 13 hours, last night, the night before, goes down there and starts cleaning up all the mess. And when I tell you that my husband is a wonderful, wonderful guy, I really do have the best. I don't know anybody that would work 13 hours and then want to go downstairs and clean up shit and water and everything else. I sure wouldn't. So we clean it up, best we can and everything. And that's that. Mind you, that was a week after we moved in. Now, on several occasions, this happened, where it would just be a little bit of rain, a little bit of water. And I would text the landlord and say, hey, the basement's got water. We told her right away, basement's getting water. Took pictures, took videos, sent it to her and said, basement's getting water. Basement's getting water. You said that the basement didn't get water when she came over. I told her, you said the basement didn't get water. The basement's got water. And she's like, this has never happened before. I swear to you, this has never happened before. Now, I don't know if I believe that, because how could we just move in and a week later this happens if it's never happened before? It didn't just happen because we moved in. Lisa says, I don't know how you did it. That landlord would have been coming up off some cash. Well, thankfully, our stuff did not get ruined the first time because it was not that much water. So we just kind of cleaned everything up, put it in different areas of the basement to where it wouldn't, be where all the water really was that time. And so then the next time it happened, it was a little bit of water, so it wasn't much of anything. And it wasn't sewage, it was just water coming in from under the walls. Took pictures, took videos, sent it to her, and she assured me that this has never happened before. I don't know why this is happening, yada yada. But every time I texted her, she said, oh, I'll be over tomorrow. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? What? What? You'll be over tomorrow? I'm sorry. The flood is happening right now. What do you mean you'll be over tomorrow? I mean, this is the part that I was getting pissed off about, because if I'm a landlord and your basement is flooded, I'm coming right now. It is my responsibility to drop what the F I'm doing and come and help you, because that's my property. That's my house. I need to be there to help you, because especially since I lied to your ass and told you that it doesn't get water, and then it happened. And not only that, but let's say it's never happened before. Let's say it's not a lie. Okay, well, it's happening now. So you need to get over here and you need to come and help us fix this, because why should we have to deal with this issue? Especially when we've told you one time, we told you 2 times, we told you 3 times, and by the fourth time you guys saw the video. What'd you think about that when the water was knee deep? The 4th time it happened, I was fed up. I was fed up. There was nothing but a bunch of shit in the basement and water and everything else, and we weren't, listen, I had enough. I said to her, when will you be over to clean it? Because I'm not cleaning the basement. I will leave it like that. I will shut the door to the upstairs and I will not clean it. We honestly, when that happened, started looking for another place to move because we just had enough. Let's see what everyone's saying. When I was house hunting, I saw humidifiers in homes and asked why also. And the homeowners lied and said no flooding, but then I researched the area and they were in flood zones. So what's that? Just an excuse? They need to find maintenance to fix. Lisa says, wow. Yes, that's the thing. That is the thing. And so on the fourth occasion, there was no salvaging anything that was in the basement. All of our stuff was ruined. Ruined. When I tell you it was ruined, it had poop water all over it. Christmas tree, pre-lit Christmas tree that was brand new. We just bought last year. $200 tree. My area carpet, area rug. It's a $500 rug, guys. $500 rug. Ruined. Mattress, her crib mattress, her toddler bed mattress was down there. Ruined. Now, I have to say, she tried to make things right. I will give her that. She tried to give us money off of the rent, and we had money off of the rent probably for like the last 2 months or 3 months because of every time it flooded and something got ruined, she gave us not gave us money, but she gave us money off of the rent. But ultimately, we don't want money off the rent. We just don't want to deal with the flooding. Like, please just fix the problem. You know what I mean? And Big Belly Boo Boo. Sorry, guys. I was getting a call. I hope you guys can still hear me and see me okay. Please let me know down in the comment. I may have to go back in. There you go. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, so I hope they don't keep calling. But okay, so let me tell you this. When the basement flooded, it was up to Big Belly Boo Boo's knees. You guys saw a video on it. If you didn't see a video on it, go back and watch that video, guys. Go back and watch that video. Okay, so during that video, Big Belly Boo Boo was about to leave for work. He was about to leave for work. And we heard water splashing all around and whoosh, 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 all this water. We're like, what the heck is that noise? I mean, it was crazy water. It sounded like an ocean. So that's how we went down to the basement. We saw, and it was all flooded. It was all bad. So he's like, oh, mother. He was so mad. He's like, I can't go to work and leave you with all this to clean up. So I text the landlord. I said, wait a minute. I texted the landlord and I said, the basement is flooded. I took video. I said, you need to get over here and clean this, blah, 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 blah. She's like, oh, I'll be over tomorrow. Tomorrow? What? What? Even if I understood why you said tomorrow when it was this big, when it's this big, tomorrow, I was freaking out. So Big Belly Boo Boo had to call off of work, okay? He had to call off of work, which was kind of last minute. He had literally 30 minutes before he had to be at work. Because he leaves a half an hour before he has to be at work. and it takes him only about 15 minutes to get there. He clocks in 15 minutes early. Voila. He called off of work, lost $200 a night. That's what he makes a night. $200 a night, guys, or more, depending on if he works more hours. $200 he lost from work. We did not get reimbursed the $200 he lost from his work. And although she did reimburse us some money off of the rent, it was nowhere near what we had lost. But after we got all the water up and out, the floor was still all dirty, you know, like from the shit being in the water and everything. And I told her, you come over here and clean this up. You need to come and clean this up. So she said, okay, I'll be over, blah, blah, blah. She went to the handyman store, got some professional grade stuff that like cleans the floor or whatever. And so that's what she did. She went and cleaned up the basement as best she could with a squeegee and a mop and everything with the solution. And she said, I'll be back tomorrow to do it again. So she came over, she did it again the second time. Let me tell you, I don't care if she cleaned the basement 5 times, it still stinks. To this day, it still stinks. It smells musty, it smells like mildewy. If you walk into our door from the outside door, the basement is right there. When you walk in from outside, the first thing you smell, well, I smell, Chris smells, is a musty, mildewy smell. It's clean, no doubt, but it still stinks. You're not going to get the smell out of there. And she used professional grade stuff, which when she first cleaned it, it smelled good because of the cleaner. But then after it's already been cleaned a while, it still smells musty. Now, let me tell you this. Every time it rains, yes, every time it rains, the basement gets water. Sometimes it's just a little bit. Sometimes it's a lot. But we haven't had nothing like the big one, like the last one that you guys seen on video yet again. Let me see. Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. That was Gabriella. She wanted picked up from school. That's who kept calling me. I apologize. They're doing air testing today. So today and tomorrow, the kids, once they're done with their air test, they can go home. They don't have to stay. But, so yeah, I apologize, guys. I had to call her back on another phone she was using, her friend's phone. So anyways, I apologize, but we haven't had a huge one like the last time. But I will say this, the landlord did say to us, well, if this, because I was getting pretty, I won't say rude, because I don't think I was being rude for the situation that we were put into. But I will say this. We were told all these things before we moved in, and then when we moved in, it was like a different story. So when I was texting her and saying like, this, blah, blah, blah. And the things that she said were not true after we moved in. I was mad. Yeah, I was absolutely pissed, Lisa, because don't tell us this, and this, and then make it something else. So I was like, it took her, a day or two to get somebody to come over and get the dressers and stuff out of here that she said she would. Because I called and said, like, hey, we don't want this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You can take it. Give me. Love you. So, anyways, that was number one. Is it took a day or two to get the people to get the stuff out of the house so we can actually have our stuff where it needs to be in the house. Number two, texted her about the stuff in the garage, and I said, hey, when are you sending somebody to get the stuff out of the garage? And she was like, no, Tiffany, the stuff in the garage stays. What you talking about, Willis? You said the people who lived here left the stuff if you want to use it, but if you don't, I'll get it out of here. We don't want it. Get it out of here. No, Tiffany, the stuff in the garage stays. Oh, so I'm going to pay $8.25 a month for rent. Meanwhile, I have to keep the people who lived here before us' stuff stored in the garage. Okay. Had I known that, I wouldn't have moved in. I'm not going to rent a place that's a storage unit. I mean, come on now. I'm going to pay you $8.25 a month, and you're going to keep all your stuff, all your crap in our garage? How does that seem fair? But anyways, we said, okay, we signed a year's lease. We're here, no matter what, whatever. And then, so we've been dealing with the floods, dealing with the stuff staying in the garage. And then she did text us one day and say, well, if this house doesn't work for you, I would gladly let you out of your lease. Okay. And we've thought about it. And we said, that may be something that we might get into in the future since she offered it. But at this point, we just moved in. Our kids are in this school. Well, the reason we also took this house, I have to say, is because our kids are already in this district for school. So that way they could stay in the same district that we lived in, because from where we lived, we only moved, let me tell you, it's one street down from where we used to live. So we had to consider all of the possibilities. The kids' school. Right now, you guys know the housing market is crazy insane. So we thought, well, if we're paying $825 here, can you only imagine trying to find something else? We're going to look at $900, $1,000 a month in other places because of inflation right now. So we're like, best to just stay where we're at, deal with the bullshit we're dealing with. Essentially, it's bullshit. And, just try to keep moving through, because just remember, Tiffany, you cannot control everything. Sometimes you just need to relax and have faith that things will work out. The only reason we haven't bought a house yet, I don't know if any of you know this, I don't know if I spoke about it before or not, but Big Belly Boo Boo has bad credit. He was married previously to our marriage, and his ex-wife ruined his credit. However, since we have been married for the last going on 18 years, together 21, I have tried to put him on certain things, of mine to help to build his credit. Now, there were some certain situations to where, since we've been together, his credit took a hit as well as mine. When we lost a house before, we also lost a vehicle. So we had to give back a vehicle. It was voluntarily given back because we knew we couldn't afford it. We lost our house, all because Chris got hurt at work and he was unable to work. And me working alone was not enough to pay all the bills, food, house, car payment, 2 car payments at the time, and everything. So we had to voluntarily give back a vehicle. So we had a repossession on our credit as well. But since then, we have tried to, pay things off little by little that was on his credit and build his credit, back up. And in the same sense, like, my credit took a hit for that vehicle as well. And we tried to pay certain things off so we could both build our credit back up. Not having credit in this world is the worst thing ever, because you can't do anything without credit. And so that's why we don't buy a house right now, because ultimately we want to just buy a house, stop moving place to place to place, because you get to so many places and then landlords just start acting crazy. Like, I really did think when we moved into here, like, this lady was so nice. Like, I loved her personality. She was just, so nice and so friendly. And like, I loved her personality. I really did. I felt like we connected on that level of friendship right away, because she was really, really nice. And, she was just like fun, nice, her personality, she was just cordial and everything. And then after we moved in and all this started happening, I was just like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe she's not a good person. I don't know. Like, maybe she just cared about her house and getting it rented, or, maybe she doesn't really care about people, And I was just like, I felt so bad because I really, really liked her. And I thought, when we moved in, oh, this house is cute. She's really nice. This is going to be perfect. It doesn't have a huge backyard for the kids, but it's got a little backyard. And I was just like, I felt kind of let down. But then, she did try to make things right, and she gave us money off the rent for the things that were messed up. And honestly, she didn't have to do that. because most landlords probably wouldn't. I mean, I probably could have just took her to court and sued her, but most landlords would not have just came out of their pocket and said, look, I'll give you some money off the rent. You know, I feel bad. Your stuff was damaged. Trust me. She even had to replace the hot water tank because the hot water tank was ruined by that deep water. When we had that deep water, the hot water tank was ruined. She had to replace and buy a brand new hot water tank. So I felt bad for her. I really did. Let's see who else is here. Olivia says, Big Belly Boo Boo, good morning. Yes, he gave me a kiss and he had to pick up G-Force. So he is gone. He didn't get to see that message. But Lita's Journey, hello, hello from Jerry's Passion. Thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. So yeah, guys, I mean, she really has tried to make things right. But in the same sense, I understand it was winter. She couldn't do nothing about it right away. But, you know, I don't know. I really, really felt let down because the I'll see you tomorrow stuff was kind of like a slap in the face, you know? We're here cleaning up water knee high and you're going to see us tomorrow. You know, he lost $200 at work, which killed us the next time for our bills because, you know, losing $200 out of your paycheck is a big, huge thing. It's not nothing. And even though she gave us some money off of the rent, it was nowhere near the damages that we had for our stuff, plus his $200 that he lost off of work. However, guys, there is a silver lining to this story. And that silver lining is that you cannot control everything. Sometimes you just need to relax, have faith that things will work out. And they do eventually work out. Because whatever is worrying you right now at this moment, I promise you, that if you take a deep breath, you stay positive, things will get better. They will get better eventually. They will get better. Because these bad things happen in our lives and they put us directly on the path to the things that are going to be the best things in our life that we want to happen to us. So we may have gotten flooded. We may have, be dealing with storage for her stuff in the garage. We may be dealing with all of this stuff. But the silver lining to this is if you stay positive, things will get better eventually. They will get better. Now, is our life perfect? No. Nobody's life is perfect. But is our life good? Yes, our life is good. We have to be very blessed for everything that we have and everything that we do on a daily basis. We have our lives, we're healthy. We have our children are healthy. So we can't worry about, flooded basements or cracked walls or a fireplace that never worked the whole winter. Because when we first saw that, our idea was, oh, great, we'll use the fireplace, cut down on the gas bill. It doesn't work. And good thing, let me tell you this, good thing that the maintenance guy that came over told us that the fireplace did not work because the mortar needed replaced or whatever it is. Because if we would have tried to use it, we could have caused a fire in our house and we could have ended up burning all of our crap, all of our stuff in our house. So, Jay Hookin, hey 8. Marmar says positive always. Yes, 8P here. Yes, P606 eating is silent mood here. BG says, thank you so much. Fine Dining says, hiya, glad you didn't cause a fire, right? If we would have tried to use that for that fireplace and it did not work, we would have been really upset had we caused the fire. Because like I said, when we first moved in, we were going to use it. And then the maintenance guy happened to come here for the electric plugs, because you couldn't get no plugs into the baby's room because the plugs didn't work. So he had to change out the plugs and stuff. That's another issue that was an issue since we moved in. The thing that really, really makes me mad about this house is that the electric needs updated, because you can't plug more than one thing in the kitchen without all of the power going out in the house. So if you're cooking at about 6 o'clock in the evening, where it's pretty dark outside, and you plug more than two things in at once, boom, the power's out. Now you got to go down to the basement in the dark and find your way to turn the power back on. So that is a real problem for me. Now listen, I'm talking about the bad things from here, but the good things about living here is that, we're not paying $600 a week at the hotel. We're not paying $300 at a storage facility also. And that we are not homeless. We are not without a roof over our head. So we have a roof over our head. We have food. We have, drink. We are living life. We're breathing. So we're healthy. So these are the things that we are most grateful for. Is the man upstairs has provided those things to us, even though we had some terrible things happen to us in our life. Now, he brought the person who we had borrowed the money from to get this house. Through him, we were able to do that. Not many people are going to step up and say, hey, here's $2,000. Move your family into a house. But they did. But because this person knows that we're good for it, we will pay it back. We're not like that. We don't, just take money and not pay it back. That's not going to happen. So the money will get paid back. And they knew that. So that's another thing about being able to get the money, was able to move in, because, staying at the hotel at $600 a week, there was no way to save any type of money. And we had already killed out all of our savings, on fast food and everything else when we had to live in the hotel. So $600 a week, after staying there 2 weeks, we already spent $1,200 plus all of the fast food in 2 weeks on a daily basis. Gas, storage space, moving truck, everything else that came like so abruptly because we didn't even know we had to move. The landlord, she sold the house. She didn't even give us notice or tell us that she sold it. The new guy came and said, hey, I need you out in 3 weeks. And that was it. On paper, he put 4 weeks, but really it was 3 weeks that we had to find a place and move, which it takes that long just to find a place. You guys should know that. So yeah, guys, it was rough. It was really rough, but we got through it. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what you're going through, things can seem rough, but you will get through it. You will get through it. Things will get better. You just have to keep on pushing, because if you give up, if you just say, I can't do this no more, I give up, I'm done, blah, 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 what's going to happen is you're going to sink further down into a hole to where you won't be able to get back up. So what you need to do is, while these things are coming at you, while these things are coming at you and you're being thrown all these different things, you need to just take a deep breath and just forget about it. Forget about it. Don't think about it. Get it out of your mind and just keep working hard towards the goals that you want to have and accomplish. And I promise you, if you keep working hard and you keep doing the things that you know you need to do to accomplish those things, it will work out for you. It will get better. But you have to just keep going. You have to keep going. Now, I'm here to tell you, we said, she's offering us to get out of our lease. That might be our idea in the future if the basement keeps flooding and things keep going on here. But, we wanted to keep up our end of the bargain. We signed a year contract and we wanted to say, we promised to stay here for a year. So we're going to try to keep that promise. However, those of you that know us know that before moving here, when we were at our other house, we had planned to move back to Florida. And then we lost our house and everything happened so fast that we didn't have a choice but to move somewhere else locally. So we did move here, but we are still looking into moving to Florida in the future. Now, you guys know right now inflation is crazy, especially in Florida. My niece, Alexis, who comes on here in the chat, I don't know if she's still here. She lives in Florida. Inflation is so crazy right now because you literally cannot find anything for rent under about $1,500. It's a 3-bedroom. It's a nice, decent place. And that's just a lot. We lived in Florida before, and the highest our rent was, because we lived there in Florida before twice. And the one time that we lived there 3 times before, but in Fort Myers, Cape Coral area we lived before was twice. And the one time we paid $800 rent. That was a good, fair price. And that was for a 3-bedroom. And then we lived there again, and our rent was $1,300, but we had a pool. So that's why it was more. It was a screened-in lanai. It was on a saltwater canal, whole 9 yards. Had a jet ski lift, a boat lift, all that stuff. So, of course, it would be more money. $1,300 we thought was not bad for the price because you got all these different things. Now, it was rent, so you were renting the place. It wasn't, to buy. And, eventually, we did move back to Ohio because we wanted to move back here for our kids. But inflation is crazy. $1,500 right now, and the most you're going to get is a small, tiny little place. So in the future, we will be moving to Florida, but the plan is that if we're not moved there before we take a vacation, that we're just going to take a vacation. And yeah, so we will be vacationing in the next couple of months. And of course, you guys will be right there with us because, we take the fam everywhere. But this is your Monday motivation. I hope our story has inspired you to do better, to live better. I hope you guys are all having a great, wonderful day. Stay positive. I love the fact that you guys come in. You guys are always positive. You always have something nice to say. I did want to touch on that topic that was on our community post because I took a poll because I really thought that was really rude, really ignorant for somebody to say to somebody who was supporting them. But yeah, thank you guys for coming, and we will see you in our next video. Take care of each other and take care of yourselves as well. Stay blessed, not stressed, guys. Bye, guys.